Ladies and gentlemen, brave adventurers and curious onlookers, welcome to tonight's epic journey into the depths of the Nine Hells. This is Descent to Avernus. Guiding us through this treacherous campaign is our master of ceremonies, the one who holds our fate in his hands, Staff Chicken.
Hello.
Now let's meet the courageous, the pets. Let's meet the courageous souls daring to tread this perilous path. First up, Ion steps into the shoes of Doc, an ingenious artificer, gadgets, gizmos, and a knack for invention. How are you tonight?
Doing good.
Fantastic. Next, we have Medris playing Chef, our sly rogue with a taste for adventure and perhaps some forbidden recipes.
Cheerio.
And introducing Oxycontin, new to the campaign, his character and I've got the thing in the background, I apologise. His character and all other information is currently unknown, so we'll have to find that out as the night goes on. Welcome aboard.
Nice to be here.
It's great to have you
And
here.
it is confusing. Sorry, I got you with the Freudian again. It's oxytocin.
Oxytocin. I'm sorry.
No, that's the trap. So it's okay. Everyone does it, but just so that you don't keep doing it and we keep giggling, or at least I do. So there you go.
Okay. Okay, and lastly, we have me, Shillianth, bringing to life Snubbub Shigar Morbash, also known as Snack, a captivating bard with a twist of warlock, ready to charm and spellbind. I hope we all have a wonderful night. With all that out the way, thank you for being with us tonight, and Daft, I'll hand it over to you.
Hey, well, welcome back, guys. So last week we left it off where you went to, you were given a mission by Mephisto, the demon, to go and block a tributary of the River Styx, in exchange for power and stuff essentially. So you signed this deal. You traveled along. You found the river. And it was essentially flowing into this giant pool of slime, at which point Snubbub, I believe, decided it was a really good idea to go and dance in it.
Spa day.
Which was Spa day, yeah, which promptly robbed her of all of her intelligence and charisma until she was fabulously rescued and recovered. But needless to say, you were told you rescued a devil who was stuck in the cage, who was being dunked. Who told you that there was something inside or in the big goop. However, the imp hurried you along and you blocked the tributary of the Styx, so the river Styx is no longer flowing into this giant chasm. You defeated the devils that came to stop you, and you were standing around. I think we left you standing around this chasm, looking down at your handiwork of this blocked river with your war machine nearby.
So we done then? It's all blocked off and everything?
Seems to be. The imp looks at you and goes, yeah, all done, yeah, good. That's it, yeah, river's blocked. Job well done. We'll put your name down on this, shall we? And he just writes your name in the sand. Shillianth did this.
Doc, think you must get Snake's full name and title.
Yeah, all right. What's that? Shillianth,
Snubbub Shigar Morbash, best-selling author in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, best-selling author in Baldur's Gate, murderer, betrayer, and
We don't have to worry about any of the other. We don't. So, and we can also put down Doc and Chef. Do we need the others in the war machine?
Doc think they're not enough room after Snake's name. Snake and title is fine.
Shoot.
Doc think we missed Slave to Shield.
Oh, yeah, good point, yeah. Shield's bitch.
She's just gonna look at you like, what the heck?
And Doc just looks straight back at you and just gives you a little wink.
Oh. So back to the car then. The war machine.
Ah, yes, da. Galguth will be proud.
Yeah, I'm very proud.
Hmm.
I wish one of you could actually use me. I mean, that would make it kind of a little bit more worthwhile, but, you know, what can I get? Pay for monkeys and, well, get you lot.
If you want, Doc will take good care of you.
Yeah. I bet you can't even. I bet you can't even use me properly. What are you gonna do with it? Like serve cakes on me or what?
Doc quite like cake.
Wait, is he flat
Actually, I
for a
wouldn't mind.
serving tray?
What? Don't
Is he
you
flat enough
dare.
for a
Don't even think about it, chef. I don't want one of your recipes stuck on me. I'll never get the bits out me straps.
Or is it like curved, more like a soup kind of thing?
Yeah, it's kind of a like a. It would be a very shallow curve on it.
Might be suitable for wok. Maybe for fried chicken.
I'll
Mm.
fry you up, chicken.
Well, there's a lot of different dessert cakes that would suit.
Oh God, what have I done?
Ah,
Okay.
yeah, it'd be a nice fruity flan.
So do we have
Anyway,
to go back to someone, or do we just
We already get the eggs.
get the reward?
Well, the imp looks at you and goes, well, you got to go back if you want the reward. You got to go back and get it, ain't you?
I thought, okay, I thought that's what you
I
were
mean,
here.
to be honest, do you feel like wiser and more powerful?
No.
Well,
Not
you
just
haven't got the reward, have you? Oh, wait,
Wait,
Shildy, where did you find this lot?
She's just gonna walk off to the cars, like storming off in a high heel shoes.
more or less the
Mm.
bit that, you know.
Boris, come fetch Doc.
Where did we find the shield? No, wait, we're in a, no, we're in a sewer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and he pretended to be someone else from memory to get Zircon's attention.
Yeah, it's in the prime material. Huh. And there was a bathhouse involved.
I think Chef can reminisce on War Machine while we drive. Doc
Yes.
is tired. Doc needs sleep.
Let's drive.
All right, so you head back to the war machine.
Yes.
Shildy says, wait, Snack, you want to sit in the chair and drive?
I couldn't possibly.
I think she's shirking her duties here, fellas. You ought to make her drive, you know.
Very well.
Snake,
Should,
would
like,
you like Doc to set hammock?
yeah, yes, please.
And Doc will take down the hammock that he's got up on the
Mhm.
top deck, and he will set it up over the driver's seat so she can kind of dangle above the chair to drive.
I'd be laying down.
You'd have to kind of lay down.
Yeah.
That's gonna
So,
put your neck.
so all right. So the wheels here and the pedals here. So you're laying down like that way, or are you laying down that way? Which way have you set it up, Doc?
So she would be lying down face towards the steering wheel, so she
Okay.
wouldn't be able to reach the pedals.
No, you can't. But you can grab the steering. So lying down, essentially your face is in the hammock, so you can see through the netting, and you can hold the steering wheel. It's like it swings to one side, but you can't reach the pedals or the gears.
Maybe not Ellen can help with pedal.
No, Alan comes running up. Yeah, brilliant. And he dives and he lands straight on the accelerator.
Cool.
At which point the war machine roars into life and starts thundering across the plains.
I don't know where I'm
Brilliant. There's a rock in front of you. Roll a
we
deck
have
save.
going.
Thing.
A deck save.
Yep.
This will be great.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, you smash into the rock.
With can
The war
Bef-
machine kind of tips up to
before
one
we
side.
get there, can I use a flash of genius to give her a +5 on that?
You're still going to hit the rock.
Oh no.
This sounds like a plot rock.
Yeah. No. The one behind it, that's the plot rock. It's a
Slightly
boulder.
bigger.
You're heading straight towards it.
She learnt her driving skills from not Alan.
Alan!
What,
Not
Alan?
Alan! Stop!
All right. He gets off the accelerator and he slams all of his weight into the brake. You do an emergency stop. Everybody roll a deck save.
How secure is Snack in the hammock there?
That's what I was thinking.
Or is she-
Incredibly secure, apparently.
She's not just become a rocket?
No. Doc, however, did become a rocket, and he's gone flying out and over the front of the war machine, skipping off the rock, coming to a rolling halt in front of the grinders. Chef, you're just standing there solid as a rock, thinking, "Well, what the hell was that?"
Someone needs to design some type of safety belt to keep you in.
Snake?
Yes.
Oh, what
The
happens?
fuck?
What happens to the shield? I mean, it insisted that she drive.
Uh,
Secured somewhere?
so the shield seems to be just very happily standing, just it's wherever. Who's holding it, by the way?
Doc, I think.
Yeah.
Doc or Chef.
I believe that Chef had it up until now.
Yeah. So Chef, the shield is on your back still, just as you held your footing. Yeah, that was fine. Not Alan, however, is crumpled up in the footwell.
That's not ideal.
It looks like he's been knocked out.
Did you
Uh,
check to see that he's not?
No, Doc, make another deck save. You can have 5 points of bludgeoning as you tumble and smash into a few bits of rock on the way down.
Oh,
Dog thinks that Chef should drive. No more Snake drive. Boris would be better at driving.
Probably. She's gonna try and get out of the hammock as gracefully as she can.
Okay. Roll deck save.
Oh god. Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good actually. You find when you sort of like step out the hammock, it seems really easy when you realise you've actually just stepped out and stepped on not Alan, but he made a perfectly good stall.
Thank you, Alan. Not Alan.
He's still unconscious.
Just give him a little pat on the cheek and just go and check on Doc.
Doc's standing in the middle of a furnace, covered in dirt and dust.
Boris, come get Dog. Dog not walking.
Mhm.
Boris comes.
And while Boris is coming, he's going to start casting prestidigitation to try and clean himself off.
Yep, all right, that works.
And then
You
he'll
are-
climb back onto Boris and ride Boris back to the war machine.
No problem. It's only 30 feet away, so it's not far.
It is very far.
Not for Boris.
Like little legs.
It's not little, it's skinny legs. It's
Oh.
got two big legs.
Very cool. No, Alan, it's time to get up, dear. We need to go. Yeah, slap him on
No
the
response.
face.
Slap him on the face.
Yeah,
How
try
hard?
and not just to rouse him.
No, it doesn't move.
Is
Is
he?
he in?
He's unconscious.
Maybe help him?
Yeah.
Does he? So he's just unconscious. He doesn't look like he's just all scratched up or anything.
No, it looks like he might have banged maybe his head. I mean, he's got the big pointy hat on.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea to keep our, soul mechanic alive.
Yeah, Doc's
Or-
fine.
I meant one who's more intimately familiar with the war machine.
Yes, like I said, Doc's fine.
You know what? You make a persuasive argument.
Did Jeff forget last time machine? But dog fix. Not Alan.
This is true. He didn't know how to fix it. That's a very good point.
So
Are we interested in his? Are we interested in his welfare? Yes.
yeah.
And Doc make a medicine check on not Alan.
I can do the opposite of a medicine check.
You reckon he's just been knocked out?
So, as in unconscious to 0 hit points.
As in just unconscious. He's hit his head and he's just been knocked out for a bit. Sure, he'd be fine.
He better be. I just did artwork for him.
Oh, perfect time to kill him off then. Yeah, be sure he's fine.
He's on the left middle side of the screen now. Oh. Snack is going to try and pick him up.
He's
And
not heavy.
yeah,
Well, he's sort of like the top half of him isn't heavy, but his boots are really weighing him down.
well, Snack has -1 strength, so I don't know if.
He's not that big.
Okay.
You can pick him up.
Okay. And she'll put him down somewhere in the back of the war machine and.
Jeff will help you.
Okay. All right. You chuck him in the pile of sleeping bodies.
Yeah. Looking a little fool back there, guys. Yeah. I'm sure he'll wake up soon. So
Right.
I don't think that driving is my speciality. Actually, is there any damage to the war machine?
No, because you call for the emergency brake just before
Right.
you slammed into the boulder.
Okay. Chef, would you be a darling and drive?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're all aboard. Let's get back to it.
Yep. So you get back in the driver's seat, you sit down, and no doubt, Snack looks at you as a slight pang of jealousy as you sit there in the chair.
So comfy here.
You fire up the war machine, and quick flash. It almost seems to only take like 5 or 10 minutes before you travelled the day's travel that you took to get here. Before you come to the great kind of chasm or the split in the rock that you know is the narrow tunnel to the block of ice.
We have expedited travel. That makes sense.
Does it seem like it's only a few hours, or is it actually only a few hours? Is there an opportunity to take a rest on the way?
There's an opportunity to take a short rest on the way.
Okay.
So yeah, anybody can have a short rest if you wish one.
So on a short rest, do I get back a spell slot?
You get back your warlock spell slots.
Yep, because I used a hex.
Yep, that comes back.
Okay. So on the sheet, it's just 4. So I don't know. I don't know which are which, but I know that I just used hex.
Let's have a quick look. Hang on.
How many levels unlocked?
2, right?
I will roll hit dice. Use a hit dice for 3 hit points.
Spells. Yeah, you have 2 warlocks. Yeah, you have 2 warlock level 2 spell slots. So yeah, so you got 5 level 2 spells. So yes, you get your warlock spells back.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
All right. So you're at the this kind of you know narrow passageway.
I guess Snack we'll start to get out the war machine. Anybody else coming?
Lulu flies up and flies next to you.
Oh, Lulu darling. Let's go. And hopefully the others come along with her. Cool. Just gonna shout because she remembers that the last time they were here,
Mhm.
it wasn't confirmed, but there was like just gonna shout out.
Felt like being watched.
Yeah, we're friendly. Don't shoot.
Isn't the imp still with us?
Yeah,
Or
but
did the imp disappear?
Snack's
It
just
was
being
the
cautious.
imp, I think, gave it away last time. The imp just kind of looks at you, just just raises his eyebrows as you say that. Friendly, huh? You won't last long.
Lasted this long.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Isn't it just?
Shocker. Absolute shocker.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I impress many people and just keeps walking.
Okay. All right. So you walk the kind of a couple of 100 feet, the snaky through this kind of snaky path. This time you don't see any little rock fall or anything, but you do still get that sensation that you are being watched. And as you come to the end of the chasm, you can see you're going up the little slope. There's the large cube of the large block of ice standing there. But as you come closer, you notice that there is another creature standing next to the block of ice.
What does it look like?
What does it look like?
It looks like a, I don't know, 6'6" male blue tiefling. Very sort of how do I put this? Emaciated? Is that the word? Very
Mhm.
thirsty, very weak. Doesn't notice you yet. Is sort of like clawing at the ice block, sort of in a faint sort of like maybe something will happen. Very sort of weakly. There you go. Hasn't noticed you yet.
What would Snack do?
That's some kind of native.
Oh, very obvious with it. It's like sort of scholar robes and shit. So very obviously a sort of like wizard and kind of looks out of place. Like they don't look like they're necessarily from here, but they don't look like they know where they are either.
So they look like or you look like you're from Avernus.
Yeah, like I
Like-
just got zapped from Baldur's Gate or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, like Lost. Hey, it's
Yeah.
like when I turn up at places.
Hello?
Are you lost?
Yeah. So they immediately twitch and turn around, and cast. Where is it? I had it here. Immediately cast fog cloud, almost out of instinct or reflex, around them, and also cast invisibility at the same time. It's sort of like a dual reflex. So how do I do that? Can I do that? Is that against the rules?
You can only cast one at a time, but
Wonderful.
in this
I'll help
instance,
them.
I'm going to say that you the fog cloud makes you completely obscured anyway. So
Yeah, that's the point. I
Yeah.
achieve what I need to achieve. So there you go. Poof.
yeah, so
Ah, you
a
skipped
big
it.
giant cloud of fog just kind of envelops the entire area, and all you can now see is this kind of billowing cloud of smoky fog.
You saw him too, right?
Did he just fart?
He just disappeared. Can I walk closer and try and put my hands through it to be like, where did he go?
Yeah, I mean it's a big cloud. It's like a 20 foot radius cloud. It's like it's kind of billowed out. And you walk up to it, and you put your hands through it. The fog is really thick. I mean, you can't see once you kind of get up to it. You can't see more than like a foot in front of you. It's that kind of dense.
Oh my word. Um,
Should we feel insulted? I'm not sure how to think.
no, I mean, I get this all the time at book signings. People just, freeze and
Disappear in clouds of fog.
I mean, they normally just kind of stand there and stare, but they might as well be. I'm trying to remember. This is. What was the name of where we are?
What, Avernus?
No. The tower, like the ice tower place.
The mirror of...
Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles? Mirror of Mephistopheles? Maybe, like, from the look of it, they're equally as out of this world as we are.
Are they done? Do we have to take a ticket or something?
Is the person with the...
I just kind of set it up to see how you guys would be like. Do you like call out to them? Do you like? I just want to see. That's all. I'm sorry if I'm like shifting the story. I don't know how this whole
Yeah, no,
roleplay
that's
thing
cool.
works.
Yeah, no. I mean, you're standing in this fog cloud, and you can hear
is
them.
it?
You can hear them
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
You still,
All good.
are you still in there?
Yes. Hello.
So, help me understand. What did this achieve?
Well,
See.
you can't see me, and therefore, like everything else here, you can't fucking touch me yet.
What are you touching? We've only just met.
Yeah, so did the last three things that almost took my leg off.
Yeah, that's different. They're trying to eat. Things eat things here.
Yes. And so I imagine might you.
Well, Mr. Gas,
I have a little more decorum to it, thank you.
Snack's gonna put her hand into the gas
I take time and care with what I eat.
and try and
Okay,
shake your hand.
when Snacks reaches out, you grab my hand as I'm also reaching out. But this will become a theme. I immediately Twitch cast Cause Fear.
Oh no.
Okay.
So do I roll?
No, I believe it's the saving throw.
What do I roll?
Okay. You make the saving throw.
For which one?
A wisdom. So when you cast a spell, if you click on the spell, it should link it
Huh?
in the chat,
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I will
and that
do.
gives everybody a description of the spell and what the saving throw is. So
There
there
we
you
go.
go. All right. So you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. The DC is 14, so you're going to fail that. Snub.
So what happens? 'Cause
You're frightened of this this hand or this shadowy figure. So you're actually really close. You're almost touching. It's the only way he can see you. And the moment he like becomes visible, it's just like really scary.
okay.
Is it the just adding to that with the spell, I imagine on a sort of like maybe sort of like emotional level, the second that you touch me and then I cast the spell and you sort of like subconsciously fail the check, suddenly the only things that you can think about are suddenly all the things that ever could and ever will kill you.
Oh, it's definitely the shield. Shield's just like whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, you mean the one that I'm carrying?
Yeah. So she will because she's
It
scared
stops
of
if you let go.
well, I guess she's scared, so she'd hold on for a minute and introduce us like I'm Snubub Shigar more back. As she's like I guess
Oh yeah,
extending her arm and like think
No, you can't get any closer.
yeah, she's trying to like walk away.
Yeah.
gotcha.
But
Well, in that case, well, I mean that's enough. I mean, I could. Sorry, you go on.
yeah, no, that's cool.
Okay. Well, seeing that you don't immediately flinch away, I sort of like hold your hand a little tighter. Um, not increasing necessarily the feelings of sort of like dread and stuff, but it's sort of it you feel the fear and stuff subside, but then effectively again, I'm just describing what happens. Effectively, Seraph just kind of falls forward, sort of almost out of exhaustion, and kind of almost drags you down a little to the ground with them. Um,
Okay.
but before then, they let go, and they look very embarrassed and a little ashamed. So there we go.
Okay, that's cool. So you
He's under-
said he's 6'6", so Snack's like 6'2", so there's like that much of a difference between them, I guess.
Yep. So it's like I just went ooh, and you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
downward.
I'm
So
gonna
wait,
use
did he fall down?
kinda.
Yes, Seraph just collapsed.
You
Um,
okay? Would you like a hand?
well, as she falls down, like oh you poor thing. You can call me Snack, and then try and help
It's,
him back up.
you, unless you
I'm
stop
still
concentrating on the
frightened,
spell,
aren't
you're
I?
still afraid of him. You cannot
Yeah,
move. You cannot get any closer.
yeah. Okay, so she will have fallen down and tried to like oh, she can't sit. So she would have knelt and then gone to sit, but like is now laying down with her hand over here in your hand.
Oh god. Oh no. What have I done? Oh, what's I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here. I don't know how to stop it. It kind of happens on its own. Other people say that it fades eventually. I just and then take a few steps back and
Do,
recede the fog.
do you use your
Uh
movement?
Snack's just gonna
sorry.
roll away.
You use your knee movement there?
Snack's just gonna roll away.
Yeah, you run away. The fog cloud kind of dissipates because you were concentrating on the fear.
Yep.
And you realise now that that you're in full exposure of everybody who's kind of looking at you.
Hi everyone.
So the most terrifying thing here is on the other side of that mirror, right?
I fucking hope not. I don't want any more terrifying things that have already happened. Are you
I,
kidding? Good to know, though.
Wait. Do you know where you are?
Outside of hell, no. But I know I'm in hell, and that's a starting point. And then I found this
Have you been
ironic
here?
object here.
Have you been here long?
Uh, is there a sun in this plane? Can I
Nope.
tell days?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I don't know. It's been long enough to consider eating my fingers, but not enough to do it yet. So maybe 3 days.
Wait, he's obviously a tiefling, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
But you can eat anything.
you're right. As you see, I might not have the most firmest of constitutions. I get that is, something that, our culture
Yep.
tends to partake in, but some of us try to move on from that.
So Chef smiles with his pointy teeth and his obvious red eyes and his pointy ears,
Oh, oh,
and holds his
yes,
hand up to his mouth
wonderful.
with obviously 6 fingers on the hand. He's like, yeah, strangely echoey voice. He's like, yeah,
Well,
obviously
didn't
I
mean
know
to
what's.
offend. Didn't mean to offend. I get. We all. You guys are technically the majority. And I'm not here to sort of get in the way of. I feel we're getting off track here. Hi, I'm Seraph. Uh, it sounds like we're not really going to get too far with the whole trust thing unless I give you a quick TLDR. Um, so I really found a book, had a nice spell. Summon. I thought it was summon demon. Turns out, no, summon devil. Turns out there's a difference. I wasn't aware, personally, but now there is. And they were like, okay, well, they gave me a deal. They're like, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, well, I don't really need anything. I just want to know everything. I've never been to hell before, even though I know, ironic again, I'm kind of a bit of a city boy, but so I said, I want to know everything there is to know about hell. And I mean, 3 days of ironic punishment later, we can see where we are.
Did they ask? Did they ask if you really wish that?
They, you know what? I don't think I was given an option to clarify. I'm not
No,
sure if they broke any rules here. Maybe I
no.
can go over the fine print with them.
uh,
You
no.
just hear the shield laugh.
Um, there is one thing though. Before I sort of like get so weak that my voice stops for a minute. Do you guys have any water? You guys, in a moment. Anyway,
I think so. At least back in the
it
vehicle.
this devil wants something from me. I don't know what it is, but if I don't give it to it, then it's going to take everything that I know. Which
Yeah.
that's fine. That's not your issue.
Just to clarify,
But just yeah.
before I introduce myself, I don't have plans to eat you.
Thank you. I love that vibe so much.
And
You have no idea.
and you can call me Chef.
Chef. Hey, wonderful.
And yeah, Chef looks like a.
I love that. What
Chef.
I'm hearing then is that even though maybe I'm stuck here, evidently not alone anymore, I also won't have to eat other things necessarily. You could take care of that, yeah, Mr. Chef?
Yeah, you need to be careful what you eat.
You could be careful for me?
Did.
I hesitate and digress.
Yeah. Turns out devils you can't eat them after they're dead.
Oh,
Which is pity because they might they might be a plentiful food source. Turns out no.
understood. Don't sit well in the stomach, or do they sort of like evolve in, like dissipate into the ether the second they hit the palate?
Well, here in Avernus, they turn into weird black goo.
Ooh.
Drain away into very
Forbidden thick
bodies.
shake.
Well, good to
Um,
see, because in an ironic way, the devil's kind of doing its deal. I'm learning a lot more about this place already.
And yeah, if you consume it, then you tend to mutate a bit.
A bit.
Maybe grow a tail.
Understood.
or claws, or
Good to see my intuitions were on the money with not eating anything, just crawling around here.
yeah.
Out of view
Well,
or like
the-
around the
The
corner?
chicken's all right. The chicken is all right.
You vessel chicken.
The chicken doesn't look all right, but the chicken tastes all right.
I don't know how, if there's a rock that Snack could hide behind. If not, she'll just like try and stand up as elegantly as she can or as gracefully as she can. Probably fails miserably. Just to give you a description of what Snack looks like, she's 6'2", short, black bob kind of thing. Hair's a bit messy now. Bright red lipstick. She's an orc, pastel green, very feminine looking. She has on a a purple A-line mini skirt, or like a A-line skirt, business style skirt. Like a tank top that's tan, and a jacket that just does not match the ensemble. She has a handbag on her shoulder that's got spikes on it. She's wearing like high heels, a brim hat, very out of place. And she's got a tail now too. It's a thin, wavy tail that um I guess it would be waving around haphazardly because she's not quite used to having a tail. And she just kind of by habit, every now and then she'll pull her sleeves up, and then there's a tattoo or a marking on her arm that she'll kind of like, oh, and then like pull the sleeves back down. She'll walk over and go to put her hand out again, and then like kind of like try and make these really bad casual pose to like, no, last time bad things happened type thing. And she's like, yeah, as I said, my name is Snubbub Shikar Morbash, best-selling author in Baldur's Gate. You might have heard of some of my books.
oh,
Sirens of Fire, Sounds of My
can't say I
Friends,
have. Can't say I have. Sorry.
Idiot's Guide to the Looch.
Oh, I do think I am a little bit more familiar with that one. I think I was recommended that at some point.
And then there's also there's Woman with Honor and A Taste of the Apocalypse. Ironic enough, isn't it? And this is I think Chef already introduced himself, didn't he?
Yes.
He's a pale and rakish kind of fellow with short, scruffy black hair. Bit
Wait,
shy
what
of
about this ethnic one here? Sorry. Good accent.
Oh, you pointing at Doc.
Yes, Doc.
I love the
Wonderful.
Ah, Snake, you missed book, Killer of Innocence. New book you're writing, yes?
Only innocence.
It's a running joke. You wouldn't understand.
Were the innocents also running? Probably wasn't a joke to them.
No, they was asleep.
You're all so funny.
Sorry.
Ah,
He's like really awkwardly laughing, trying to move the conversation on.
Doc like this one. This one funny. And Doc will Doc is about a 3-foot dark scaled black kobold with these goggles that make his eyes look about the same size as his actual head.
Love it.
And he has this real sort of, it looks very hefty, but it's kind of patchwork armor that goes to about his waist. And then below his waist, he has these skinny legs that look like he's never walked a day in his life.
I see. Understood.
And you know this because he's actually riding on top of a weasel-ish mechanical creature.
Oh, so he doesn't even have to use his legs.
Correct.
Gotcha.
No,
Cool. Okay.
I
Right on.
am Eruditus Doctus, but you're a friend, yes?
I hope so. I'd rather be friends than enemies, all things considered. But yes, friends. Friends.
Ah,
Wonderful.
friend can call me Doc.
Doc.
And
Wonderful.
this is Boris.
Hello, Boris. I very nice robot? I ask sort of inquisitively.
Tis a Boris.
Ah, of course.
And Doc will climb down off Boris, and Boris will walk over and try and sniff you.
Understood.
Mm.
Hello, Boris. Hmm, hmm. And Seraph does not move. Seraph does not stop Boris approaching, but Seraph does not move.
So Boris will walk around behind you, and he will push his nose up between your cheeks, like you'd expect from a misbehaved dog, and he will sort of bury his face in there a little bit.
Okay. In that case,
He still stays still. Ha!
I immediately cast invisibility. Sorry, a lot of Twitch reactions here. I was not ready for the thing to shove its face in.
It's so as you stand there, like invisible. A couple of other things you notice about this group. So hovering just behind Chef is a small golden elephant. It's kind of flying there with sort of like little wings. I'll show you. I think we still have a picture of Lulu. And she's like she also looks completely out of place. I mean, she's golden and she just kind of radiates just almost happiness. Lulu.
It's in the handouts somewhere.
Yeah, I'll show it to new player, so you might actually
Yeah.
now see it. There you go.
Lulu.
So
My-
that should pop up.
My headset cut out for a sec.
Okay. So there's this small golden elephant, right? And you can see that she still seems to be looking at you. Okay. Even when you move, she kind of still flutters around and she kind of flies up. She kind of flies around you, and she's like sniffing around your invisible form. And as she does the circuit, the other thing you notice is that on Chef's arm, he's carrying this golden shield, which
Matches the elephant.
Sort of.
In that they're both gold, at least.
And they're both gold, yes.
There's a handout for him too.
Yeah, there is, yeah. Okay. The shield, however, looks really quite devilish, and you get the impression that the shield is also looking at you.
Understood.
Right. But being of your class, you instantly recognize this as some form of this is not a normal shield.
Understood. All right. So while still invisible, being very aware that I've got this thing making my position very obvious to everyone. This Seraph goes like, I can't help but notice the amount of inanimate things looking at me right now. Even though shouldn't be lookable. What's the deal with you guys? And then I sort of like puff out of invisibility again, understanding that obviously it was like another sort of reflex from me, and it doesn't work because of the thing.
What do you reckon, Lulu? You reckon he looks friendly?
Lulu sort of sniffs you, and then she flies about and she goes, "Yeah, it looks all right. Hey, new friend. Hello, new friend. I'm Lulu.
Oh, wonderful, more
Why are you blue?
exuberantly happy things. Why am I blue? Um,
Are you cold?
I think
no.
I think he's the same. And I'm white.
Oh, you
Um,
look cold.
I had. We're definitely not as warm as the Red Bloods. But it's still warmer than most.
Oh.
I think. I think that's
You
how our
sure you're not
genetics
cold?
work.
You look cold. You've got all blue.
No, that's just what my blood looks like under the skin. It's a trick of the light.
Oh, you're blue. Ah!
Yes.
And she does
You
a
know
little
what?
cartwheel. We got a
You're
blue
like,
friend.
you know what? I can be the blue friend. That sounds nice. And I pat the thing on the head.
Soon we'll have one of every color. Yes.
Lulu's like a ray of sunshine.
Lulu.
Absolutely.
And then this is who we call Shieldy.
That'll be easy to remember at least.
Yes,
Why does it feel like it beholds all?
because it does.
Oh, of course it beholds all. Why do they always behold all? Understood. It's okay. Fortunately, this isn't my first beholding object, but I don't like them, but evidently you guys need it around for a reason.
What else would they behold?
You don't like them. Probably because they're so freaking scary. Make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh, scaredy-o.
Understood. Okay, so how do I do this? I gotta do a...
Save and throw wisdom, just click on it and it should roll it for you.
Sorry, where do I click the wisdom thing?
On your sheet where it says saving throws,
Gotcha. Got my sheet.
click on the wisdom one and it should just roll it.
Thank you.
Top left-hand corner-ish.
Is that in core?
It's in
Yes.
core, yeah.
Public roll and submit.
Wisdom. So do I
Yep.
just click on wisdom or?
Click on wisdom, yep.
There we go.
Okay, so you are terrified. I mean, your fear spell just pales into insignificance. You've never felt anything quite so terrifying. This shield is just so beyond you and so much more powerful. You see your entire life flash before your eyes. It is truly terrifying.
Gotcha. Understood. In that case, I immediately go because there will be now a transition to correct my appraisal. I'm like, wait, and then boom, that experience that you just said hits me. At that point in time, I immediately go fetal.
Yeah, it's better. Well, like proper respect.
If I did that, I'd drop you.
Oh,
That would be respectful.
fine. You never let me have any fun. Look at it. Look. Do you think it'll die of fear? Yeah. All right. It's obviously dead. Why do you eat it? Of
It
course,
would
you
make
eat
for
it.
something
It's
dying.
dead, man. No, it's definitely dead. Look, it's fallen over and it's all curled up like a dead squib. Go on, eat it.
Like a bug.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Poking with
I
my
do not move.
poking
I
with
remain
my-
completely immobile and inaudible.
Does he look like he's breathing?
Yes. Shaking slightly as well, probably.
God.
He's still moving.
The snack is nervously looking between the shield and Seraph. Like, she wants to go and help him, but she also doesn't want to piss off the shield by helping him. So she's just kind of like,
So clearly, he's arrived here at some point, hasn't been seen by anything which felt vaguely snackish yet. If this is your reaction to being scared.
Snick, is you going to fix Devil Boy or no?
how would I do that?
So Doc will get down off Boris, and he will
Help
pull
him
a,
up, maybe?
he will pull a small dark glass bottle and a shot glass off his belt. He will pour a shot, and then he will tip it into Seraph's mouth as he casts heroism.
Oh.
A
So
little
you can
belt of courage.
have
Understood.
some Dutch courage.
Ooh. All right. Well, in that case, after
Sorry, what does terrorism do?
Um,
Yeah,
so
please.
it makes him immune to the frightened condition.
Oh shit.
Okay, all right, yeah, you feel brave, or you no longer feel terrified of the shield. You know,
Yeah.
but you
Okay.
do see the shield glaring at you.
Yeah.
But also smirking.
Well, didn't it also
Mhm.
speak telepathically to him?
Yeah.
So there's that.
With my newfound courage, or at least lack of fear, I sort of compose myself and get back up at the ground and nod to the dock. Thank you. Sorry about that again. I can get a little jumpy. I do look over at the shield though, and I'm like, that fucking thing though.
Our dog thinks you should watch your tongue. And not right check cannot cash.
He's got a name, you know.
Understood.
Shielding.
That object that is over there.
Oh,
Why? Why?
I want to burn him.
And also, what's with this thing? I point at the like small imp?
What, Lulu?
Sorry,
Or
no.
the imp?
The actual name.
I imagine there's an imp. The imp that you're
Yeah.
voicing.
So there is an imp as well. Yep. There is an imp. There is an elephant, and there is the shield. Are the three things
Yes.
that I'm currently looking at. Yep.
Gotcha. Understood.
The imp is an employee of this auspicious place? Or at least
Oh,
the
of course, they have
owner
an
of this
economy down
place?
here.
Oh,
The imp
right.
hasn't said anything. He's just
The
he's
whole
just kind
thing
of
we're
standing
here
to us
for.
by tapping his foot.
Or at least
Gotcha.
the imp's got a job to do, and we're delaying his job.
Oh no, my apologies. I confused. I completely forgot Darth was an actual character.
He's many.
And many.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not. I'm a
Gotcha.
little elephant.
What? What in the Nine Hells brings you to this particular portion of the Nine Hells? And
Well,
to this spot, because this is a very specific place.
yeah. Well, unlike you guys who chose, I assume, to come here, I didn't. I got placed here. So I'd like to know why I'm here. For some reason, I think that shield knows more than any of us does in a weird way why I'm here. But no, please, why are you here?
Uh,
I'm going to claim ignorance on this one, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cast grease on myself.
Our
well,
dog would like to see that.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be a greased up blue guy?
well, I'm here because I was meant to be at a book signing, and then all of a sudden El Turiel gets scooped while I'm in the tavern having breakfast, and then there was another writer, and then a bathhouse and mother, and now we're here. So
Oh, I see. You have no more idea than I do.
what we are trying to do is get back. I'm fairly
Wonderful.
certain I've
Is our back
missed.
the same place?
I want to go back to Baldur's Gate.
It is then. Wonderful.
Okay, so in order to do that, we need to break an orb or some chains and get a hammer from a giant, and we're needing information and
Wait, are you
Take the sword.
a sword.
do you know the city of El Turiel?
I'm not familiar with any city outside of my own, unfortunately. Very sheltered. I read a lot of scrolls.
Wait, how far from Baldur's Gate was it?
Not far. Are you from Baldur's Gate?
Yes, I.
Yeah,
yes.
you would
Okay,
have
in that case, I
heard of
know
the
it.
you would have heard of the city of Elturiel. It's your next door city.
Wonderful. Bigger or smaller? I assume
Smaller.
smaller, given that.
Yeah.
Smaller.
You
Gotcha.
would-
Okay.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
in that case, I come from there because in real life I come from Ipswich instead of Brisbane.
Right. You probably don't come from Elturiel because unless you were somewhere.
Love
Well,
that.
sorry, I said that. You could have originally come from Elturial, but when all of this kicked off, you were not in Elturial.
Ah,
Yeah.
understood. Yes, no.
Huh.
Hometown. Let's go hometown. But no, Baldur's Gate. I'm Baldergatian.
Okay. Because if you were from Ontario, I got good news and bad news.
You're home. No.
Has been a while since I checked in with the family. Should I expect anything? Oh.
Real came here.
Well, maybe we can meet them.
Potentially.
They may be among the survivors. Maybe.
There is chance that Jeff has in pocket.
What?
No coins.
Oh yeah. That's a possibility.
Oh my god.
Jeff, can you check and make sure no likeness to Seraph on Soulcoin?
You're right.
Okay, all right.
Look at them then.
You've got a 1 in 100 chance of getting it right, so roll a d100.
That high. Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
00 for the win.
96.
Oh, actually, there's one coin that looks kind of similar.
I
Well,
was gonna
you
hold
know.
one looking at him going, what?
Uh-oh.
Do you have a sort of person transformation sort of encapsulation within a coin spell?
No, this is called the soul coin. It's one of the kinds of currencies and consumables of this realm. One of the various lords of this realm makes them out of people.
Understood. Gotcha. That limited edition mint collection.
So,
It's literal.
I've shown the coin that looks kind of vaguely similar. It's like, so does this one look familiar at all?
I take the coin and I'm like, you know what? I think this is the only time in my life that I'm fortunate enough to have a horrible facial memory. I don't know. Let's hope not.
Yep, you don't
And I
really know.
give the coin back.
I don't know if there's a way back from this particular circumstance.
I mean, while we're stacking traumas, it would have been a wonderful addition. But I'm glad we can keep that one off the list.
Maybe it was a relative you didn't like very much.
You're not wrong. That is most of them.
Like Dirty Uncle Bob. Oh, dear.
So then, I guess I'll just sort of follow you guys. Try not to weigh you down too much. I would request though that I be placed as physically far away from the shield as possible when we travel in our little sort of caravan.
Oh, just burn him.
Shoot your side eye. I'm like,
Snack has like the weird laugh where she doesn't know if Shieldy's being serious or not. So it's like a
oh, is that's what talking with the sort of like
The
the sort of like yeah.
the mouth doesn't
British
really
bouncer.
move, but you've been hearing this. You've sort of been hearing these voices in your head. So you hadn't
see.
really identified it until you actually look at it at that point, and you twig that the shield
Chef-
has been communicating with you.
Gotcha. Put two and two together. I see.
Yeah.
Stepping directly to the shield. Surely he could be useful at something.
Firewood. Actually, no, you're right. Yeah, definitely. I think it could definitely be useful. He could probably save your life. Next time you come up against something that's really nasty, just chuck him in front and then run away. It'll be sweet.
So I just have to run. That's true. I don't have to run faster than whatever the thing is. I just have to run faster than him.
He just goes up
You
into
know-
a ball, so you could probably just walk away. Save
Well,
the energy. Right. Even Doc could probably walk faster than him. I mean, yeah, perfect bit of fodder. Yeah, it'd be great. Yeah, I mean, just keep it.
Doc is not
Hey.
sure if you are making fun of Doc or not.
Yeah,
Playing dead is not really the
ain't
ideal.
about that, hey, Doc.
Playing dead is not the ideal defense in a place like this. Obviously.
Well, obviously works. Obviously works for Bluey here, doesn't it?
Ow.
Well, I've got more tricks. They're just I didn't have to use them, evidently.
There's
I'll,
that
I'll
handshakey, scaredy thing. That was.
I mean, for most things that live here, so if something's dead and still corporeal, that's food.
This is really a thing for you, isn't it?
Well, if you play dead to the things here, they're gonna eat.
Oh, yes. I understand that. It's a multi-layered process. Okay, so first of all, there's the fog. Okay, and if the fog doesn't work, then we try to scare them shitless. Okay, if that doesn't work, I drop down the ground. If that doesn't work, I got greater invisibility. If that doesn't work, I got like 4 or 5 other tricks. Like, but you're right. I am a
That's
horrible, horrible coward.
You have options.
But
You have
I
options.
do.
And
I
you're
have options to express my fear in multiple ways,
You're a
and I'll continue doing so.
excellent. Well, you survived to this point, so clearly you're a survivor.
Somehow, you're right though. I don't understand it either. I am very grateful that you all sort of rocked up here, though. It is very nice. Do you have any of that water?
Do I have water in the handbag, bag of holding? The handbag
Yeah,
of holding.
Zircon has been casting create food and water every day, so you've got supply.
Okay, Snack will rummage through it and
Oh,
hand you some magic water that probably tastes like pee because we're in Avernus.
It does, yeah.
thank you. You wouldn't guess this. I got the worst dry mouth.
Maybe you'd like to talk to the man in the mirror.
Yes, we need to talk to Mephisto.
Do you know your parents out of interest?
I mean, I have a pretty good relationship with my mom. Oh shit, sorry, in game.
It still works.
It still works.
yeah.
Well, I'd hazard to guess that one of them wasn't around so much.
No, you're right. You're right. I honestly, looking back, I've had an incredibly psychologically stunted upbringing. I do the best with what I've got, but I find myself overcompensating a lot.
Hey, me too. High five.
Hey, wonderful. I go to high five you and cast fear again.
Okay.
Sorry, go to high five, but then accidentally trigger it again. I'm like, oh,
All right. What can I say?
Yep.
What
Yeah,
can I say?
wisdom save.
Which one?
Wisdom.
Oh no. It's 8. Nope.
It just you can see him sort of, instinctively cast fear, but it's just not scary.
Oh, wonderful. It doesn't work. Okay, so it doesn't. Yeah, it's like you get that flash of sort of like something in your head, but it immediately fizzles, and I just sort of like look at you like, well, I mean, good problems, yeah.
Not to be rude, but moving on. We let's gonna bash on the ice to try and get the kettle
The
man's
awkward moment we
attention.
realize that we have left one of the Lords of the Nine Hells waiting.
Yeah.
Then again, he's got eternity, so you know.
But I mean, I'm assuming he's waiting for the imp guy to let him know that we're
Although
here.
the one thing
No.
we're really needing is
What?
the herald or the messenger dude, and
Yeah.
you have to melt the ice off his face.
Yeah. So when you look, you can see the herald just standing there, arms on shoulder. He's just been watching everything that's been going on from his side of the mirror.
Snack's
Is
still
the-
gonna bash
is-
on it like, hello.
Wait,
pours
this could be
boiling water
fun.
on his head. His kind of face melts.
Is the herald blue?
He is, yeah.
Is any resemblance to Seraph?
None whatsoever.
Damn it.
Worth a shot.
No. Maybe
Oh, you're
then.
back. You're back. What took you so long?
There was some
A
ill thought out
situation.
bathing in certain waters.
We came across a situation. Either way, it is done.
Wait, him. Is it done?
Snack even had her name signed to the task.
Yeah, the little imp kind of nods. It's brilliant, and he kind of claps his hand, and the imp just melts into a pile of water, and then just evaporates.
Yep.
Seraph lets out an audible squeal.
He's purpose.
He melts his face and goes, the contract is complete. And he kind of gets this like icy slab, and he just kind of crunches it in his hand, and he just blows it, and out of the mirror, these sparkles of almost like snow just kind of sparkle over you. And everybody who signed the contract gains 1 point of intelligence and 1 point of wisdom.
Like permanent?
Permanent on your character sheet, yeah.
Neat.
Can you go above a 20 with it?
Yes.
How do we change it?
Wow, yeah.
Well, if you look at the machine, you can crank it to 11.
Yeah.
Is that the little gear icon thing?
Let me have a look.
I don't know how to do this. Or is it edit or something?
Give me a second.
Don't worry. Obviously, you don't want to break things.
I do. Da, 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 da.
You can just where the natural number is, you can just type it in.
Oh.
So whatever number you had, you just change the number.
Okay, cool.
Just add +1.
Oh, okay. So it was intelligence.
1 point of intelligence and 1 point of wisdom.
Oh, that moved my wisdom up to 2.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it will adjust your sheet.
That's cool.
You also are given the knowledge of how to break the standing stones.
Cool. How do we do that?
You have to run around the stone in a circle, singing a ring of roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, Bella's fantastic.
Does it have to be a run? Like, I can't run in these heels.
Now somebody will do it for you.
Yeah.
No,
So you have the knowledge of how to break the spell.
Okay.
Dog thinks wizard will be stuck in stones for a long time.
So we need to go back to the stones to free the unicorn.
That wasn't the unicorn. That was
No,
the liar, the lying devil in the standing stones of the false wizard.
And he did nothing but lie to us, so we have to try and somehow make an agreement they can actually stand.
I'm so confused with the chain of quests.
That's because several of them are just random in random directions.
Okay, cool.
Does Jeff still want unicorn?
Yes.
Then we go to Zappa, then to Stone for wizard.
Do we have to do something else for the? We had to do something else for the being that was safeguarding the unicorn.
Yes, you did.
Dog thinks we just kill.
What did we have to do for the unicorn?
What Doc said or get Belle to release it.
What did Doc say?
I'll just say kill it.
Kill the Guardian.
Does it look killable?
Everything is killable.
Do we get experience and levels of power?
More power.
I'm like a power gremlin. It's great.
We'll get unicorn.
Unicorns' horns are said to have powers, aren't they?
Unicorn have power to make snake not walk in heels.
Honestly, that just sounds delightful. Have you ever walked in heels? So they go back to the war machine, I assume.
No, I'm not really one for horse riding.
Jeff can make unicorn steak.
Is it called unicorn?
What makes you think I would do that?
Your deal with the Emporium?
Does Doc know maybe that I told him about that?
No. I don't think.
Doc just makes... Doc thinks that Jeff eats anything.
This is true.
Uh,
Not anything. Everything. At least
Oh.
once.
Jeff has said to Doc many times, ask me what things taste like.
Yeah, it's true.
So Doc assumed that Jeff ate unicorn.
Not yet.
Rephrase. Doc assumed Jeff want to eat unicorn.
What, you wouldn't?
For science, yes.
Exactly.
So,
Take it all.
Doc thinks we head to Unicorn Zapper?
Yeah. With the intention to.
Cat. It's found my cup of tea.
That is
That's
so
2 weeks
cute.
in a row.
Yeah.
I just had to show you that. I don't know why, but just because I did.
That's cute.
Okay. So you start to head back towards the war machine.
Yes.
I tentatively trail behind. So am I coming with? Got a seat in that thing?
Oh, yes.
course.
Come along.
Wonderful.
You can hardly run alongside it.
You
Rather
can drag
not.
him behind it.
I'm practically limping as it is. Oh, actually, no. I cast mending on myself.
It won't fix you.
Won't do anything because I'm at. Yeah.
You're not an object.
Oh, is that what mending does?
Yeah.
Ah, neato. I mean, anything's inanimate if you zoom in your scope close enough.
Are you missing health?
Narratively, yes. Not sure whether we want to enforce that game-wise.
No, it just looks so. Look at him. It looks like he probably hasn't really eaten or only drunk that whatever water you gave him, which perks him up. So it looks like somebody who's essentially not had much in the way of survival for the last, maybe like 4 or 5 days.
He's just at that right level of sort of weary to like not care that he's being annoying by bitching about things.
Makes sense.
Doc think you have much in common with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Shield chokes.
Snack will cast prestidigitation, which I can say. On Seraph and just like clean him up a bit, make him look a little
Okay. All right. So your
little
clothes
less
get
disheveled.
your clothes kind of get a little bit thick. You smarten up. a little bit, and you sort of realise that his wizardry robes are possibly his pajamas.
They can be both. I feel the
Things can be
judgment coming
two
from the shield.
things. Um,
Yeah, and he looks, he's actually he isn't actually wearing shoes. He's wearing slippers, almost like he was completely unprepared for being here.
Well,
Uh,
I did it in
Preach.
my. I was casting the spell in my room. I didn't need. I wasn't about to go adventuring.
It happens more often than you think. And I walked through a doorway and ended up in a bin.
Well, that's what you get through walking doorways to bins.
The doorway wasn't to a bin.
I was ready for a
Oh.
book signing, and now I'm trudging through Avernus in a pair of high heels and a tight skirt.
To be fair, the place that I was in, doorways don't always go where you think they're going.
I cast disguise self on myself to look like Snack.
okay,
I'm like, you're right. This is nice.
Zircon?
yeah,
I
he
do
was,
look good.
I'm uncomfortably familiar with the heels.
okay. One thing you do have to do,
Zircon's dream
the
come true.
wizard, is every time you cast one of these spells, you need to reduce the number of spell slots you have remaining for that spell.
Of course. And they're recharged by short rest and long rest,
Long
correct?
rest.
Only the long rest. Gotcha.
Yeah,
God
you
of my
do have
Baldur's
a
Gate 3
wizardry
knowledge.
thing. Yeah, you do have a wizardry thing that you can get back.
Fuck me.
Some on a
Had
short
I
rest.
known that, I wouldn't have been so gung-ho with all this.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that you were.
Uh,
Of
um,
course you would.
I think you've cast 3 first level spells in 1 second so far.
I have, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I've adjusted it to be accurate at the moment.
Where can I view that stat?
Under spells,
Under spells, I see.
and then you got the level, and then the quantity, and then the remaining quantity.
Oh, yes. No, okay, gotcha. So the slots total, slots remaining. Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Oh,
And the cantrips are the infinite cast, yeah?
correct.
Wonderful. Oh, actually, okay, never mind. I'll do that different time. Had I rewritten that joke, I would have done cast minor illusion to create another one of her next to her and mockingly chat like her. There you go. I'll do that next time.
You can do that too. Yep.
Make
Oh
sure
god, can't wait.
just make sure you tell Zircon.
Make sure I what? Sorry.
Tell Zircon. He's
I
Oh yeah, there's other
Yeah.
companions on the war machine.
Yeah, so you basically you get back to this war machine, and what it is this is a gigantic machine of war. It's a huge metal vehicle, wheels like giant saw blades. It's got a wrecking ball on the back. It's got chompers on the front. It is just essentially a diabolical tank. And as everybody gets back to it, you see that there's a few fellas asleep in the back. There's a small red cap that basically looks like a garden gnome, but with metal boots and an evil grin, standing on top of the machine, kind of rubbing his pointy hat. And as you kind of climb in and look, you can see a halfling, a dragonborn, and an elf all fast asleep in the back of the truck.
wonderful. As I step, I'm like, oh, there's more of you. I guess that's a good thing, all things considered. But
They're
well,
resting.
it's nice they're sleeping.
Yeah.
I take a seat next to them, but not too close, I guess. Somewhere comfortable in the death machine.
Is there a hammock up anywhere?
Yes, there is.
Okay, I'll try and get into the hammock.
Okay. Yep. You're getting the hang of this now, so you can climb into the hammock. Yep.
Okay, I don't need to deck save it.
No.
Okay.
That's right. You can't sit.
Yes.
Is that because of your skirt?
Just say yes.
Yes.
Just say yes.
I should just sigh. Be like, yeah. Yes.
No, she couldn't possibly.
I could.
Some dude blew up my coccyx.
Yeah. There's a story. Mayhaps for another day. I feel like
Sounds good. No, I
bombarded.
agree. I just kind of accept all of the weird debuffs that you all seem to have on yourself now. Wonderful. There's evidently a lot of things that have happened.
So we head. Who's driving?
Chef.
Chef. Okay. So we head to the bug zapper.
Jeff, please drive slow.
Just gonna giggle.
Just a sensible speed, or you want me to drive slowly?
Doc needs a rest. It's been a long
Oh,
day.
Doc. This is my dog. Say hi, dog. There you go.
Oh my god, adorable.
Go bed. Boy, right. He's gone.
My cat doesn't like attention. Unless she's hungry, she doesn't want to bark me.
Yeah, some cats are like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get back in the war machine, and Doc seems to not Doc, sorry, Chef seems to have a hang of driving this thing now. Certainly at reasonable speeds as you kind of head off. I believe you're heading towards the demon zapper, right?
Yes.
All right. And so I think this machine is currently roaring like what was it? An old lady, wasn't it?
I was streaming a tiny
No.
little
Yeah,
child.
it's
Yeah, it was
the engine. Like when it revs, it sounds like a granny screaming.
It was a small
I
child.
thought we got to mild sobbing.
Oh, the mild sobbing. Yeah. Well,
Hey, good one.
you head towards you're heading towards the thing, and the mild sobbing changes to almost like a sigh of relief for a second, and then the engine stops.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
I'm not that fat, I promise.
The coin was used up.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So, are we choosing which soul is the right one to use this time? She's very mockingly, like, because of the grief you guys gave her last time. Or are we just gonna, like, random?
No. You be my guest.
She'll look at Doc, like, Doc?
Doc does not care.
Okay. And then she'll pull out a soul coin.
You want me to shuffle them?
And yep, what does it look like?
I don't
Really outline the humanizing details of this particular individual for us.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait.
Were they above 12 years old?
Yes.
I will say.
Fine.
To be fair,
Should be fair.
their soul was basically committed to this from the moment that Belle did this to them. That's as far as we know, it's irreversible. So it's not you that's killing them; it's him.
Exactly. Just using them to the best of my ability.
Destroying their final and utter existence.
It's like a release.
He says, "Yeah, right. Yeah, you're consuming them in a hellfire to power your infernal engine to save yourself a little bit of walking. Nothing wrong with that."
Okay, random NPC generator. Let's see what we
it's
got.
just like BP fuel.
And we will need more coins.
Okay, so it is a female dwarf rogue. Bald head, green eyes, muscular build, like edgy face, and a piercing on her right ear.
Right.
She probably made her decisions. This is probably for the best.
You keep putting her in the spot.
Just going back to the noodles again. Yes.
As you do, you sort of like this. It's almost like deep sort of voice goes. As the engine fires up, as her soul is beginning to be consumed in the furnace of your engine, and the machine lurches back into life. You are now screaming along like a female dwarf being burnt alive.
Do we need to add some demon ichor to make it go further?
Some demon what?
Ichor.
Does that?
Oh, of course, yes.
Does Doc have any idea? Does that make the soul burn faster, or not any change? Or
You don't think it consumes the soul any faster, but it does act like nitrous oxide on the engine.
Doc is quite happy for us to go slow.
okay?
In the efforts of science, though, would the thing go faster if we put more coins in?
For science, I'll use red button.
Oh no, that's the destruct button.
You don't use the red button.
But yeah.
And at the moment you said red button, Alan just comes running up to the front. Red button, yeah.
I immediately sleep on Alan.
His name's not
I'm not having it hit the red button.
not Alan.
Not Alan. Yes, not Alan. Or is it, am I breaking thing again?
No.
Okay, all good.
No, you immediately cast sleep on Alan.
Yeah, as I freak out because I see it go for the red button.
Oh, thank God he's
And now I'm
okay,
one
but
less.
my lord, he's annoying.
You're gonna have to roll it.
Oh, that's okay.
Uh-oh.
I assume I take it off my spells cast regardless of the roll success.
Regardless of the roll, yeah.
Alrighty, let's do it. So how do I do a roll like this? Do I click on the dice thing?
Yes. So for sleep, it's a few d8, I think, isn't it?
Is
Can't
it
remember me.
I'll check it out. 1 second. Not quite see. Oh, neat. Is this what it is?
That's not Alan, yeah.
That's not Alan. Nice. Okay. I can't find exactly what I need to roll specifically.
Click on the spell sleep.
Oh,
and link
roll 5d8.
Whoa.
There you go.
He's Whoa.
He looks
He's
a little
delightful little
different on
chappy.
stream.
Is
I need to make some minor edits.
Alrighty, so here we go. I'm gonna roll 5d8s.
Just because that's the handout, the one that you've drawn is what he actually looks like.
Okay.
29. Yeah, he completely blasts through that and totally ignores it.
There you go.
And completely ignores the fact you've even cast at him.
Like, that's right. I sort of like slows down.
Can I try and intimidate him into stopping?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, he's waiting for you. He's got his hand up because he's asking
He's
for
waiting for
permission.
Sarah just screams out, "No, no red button!" No.
She's going to turn around and with the guttural growl of all of her ancestors, just turn around and say, "No." Which is very.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He just immediately he's like his ears kind of flop down. He's supposed to kind of hunted up. He kind of walks backwards away from you, and goes back into the other room. And then just gonna hear this grumbling from around the corner.
Darling, we spoke about this. And just Hufflepuff.
Okay. All right. It doesn't seem to take too long before you arrive back at the this giant structure. Let me find it.
That was Jay, wasn't it?
You are.
Yep. Snack's picture is.
Humans have. All right. Yes. So this kind of it's essentially it's like 3 large towers. You can actually see it on the map what it looks like, and there's this kind of glowing orb in the center, which is inside this orb. This radiant light is cascading from this orb, and inside you can see a unicorn, almost like trapped in this bubble. And as you kind of approach the Radazala, kind of rises up out of the ground, and kind of stands there waiting for you expectantly.
I don't know our intention for this. I don't know if we're going to eat the unicorn or set it free. So Snack is just going to like look at Chef and Doc expectantly, like.
Doc is still sleeping.
I hadn't meant to do this. Right now.
Doc is still tired from building dam, fighting devils, saving Snake from river.
Everything.
It's a long day.
So why we come here instead of the standing stones?
I told you to drive slow.
Did
Weren't there some rosies and or posies involved?
that's the standing stones. It's a different place.
Ah, of course. Not the standing towers. Understood.
Not
Everything stands here,
Um,
except me, evidently.
Not this place. We had to drive that way instead of that way.
Ah. Hate it when we go that way. Understood.
As you're all standing there, sort of discussing this, suddenly all of you feel, for a second, feel cold.
You say cold or old?
Cold, no, cold. Just like a shiver of cold, just sort of slams into you. And for a moment, you sort of like freeze up, like you've just walked into a fridge, and then because I mean, Avernus is really really hot, and suddenly it's just like you feel like you've just stepped into a freezer, and then it's gone. It's just kind of this momentary, like a flash of cold. It's the first time you've actually felt cold since you've been in hell.
Understood. Like, ooh, you'll get the chilly wind in hell.
yes. Oh, I don't like that.
It's okay. If need be, I can summon a campfire.
Do we have any idea what it came from?
Nope.
Oh gosh.
It was most unusual. The Razvala is also seems to be kind of like looking around.
That was the Dow, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the Dow who's standing in front of the demon zapper. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are they doing with the cold?
Well, you don't feel cold anymore, but they're just kind of like looking around, almost like what was that kind of look?
Chef, the Dow didn't know what that was either. She's trying to keep her lips like as still as possible because she doesn't know if it can lip read, and for some reason that's in her head.
Chef's thinking is that we went somewhere recently, communicated with somebody who probably has the power to scry a whole bunch of places and is in someplace really, really cold.
Could this be something to do with the Herald? Have we just messed up like big time?
I think the Herald boss.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, we're a tool to them, and that particular one may be deciding if we're useful or not.
Uh-oh. Okay, well,
You know, I imagine they maintain a delicate kind of balance between the various ruling powers, and occasionally they like to take advantage and take more power for themselves, using others to do the work for them, which is where we go in. I think.
Sarah looks around at everyone in the group. So, picking up on a little bit of dread. What was that?
I just...
Tuesday and Avernus? I don't know.
Well, we
We
just
came
came
from
from...
an ice cube.
Exactly, and then we feel chill through Avernus. This can't... I mean...
So who's
How
the
many-
blowhard from behind us then? Who's creating the downdraft?
We don't know anything.
Mm.
Well,
Oh
we
no,
do.
sorry. That's me. That's Sarah. Sort of like thinking
Right.
out loud, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, what do you reckon? How many parts of the hells do you think are cold?
3,
Is it?
4,
I have no idea.
neither.
1.
You're the
No.
researcher. Who runs that part of hell?
Well, let's go talk to the DAO and see what happens. Are we setting them free too?
We had to do something with Bell in order to do that, I think.
She asked you. You remember? She asked you to go to the witch and ask the witch how she could get out of a bargain. The bargain she made with the archdevil.
So we need to go to the where. Do we have any idea how to find the witch?
Red Ruth, you were given instructions of how to find her. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
halfway there when you ran into the icy oracle.
Right. With the mirror.
Um,
Then maybe we should go to find Ruth. Instead of
yes.
having.
No one named Ruth could be bad.
So, Red Ruth, go to the witch and find out how to free them.
How bad does Chef want unicorn?
I'm just writing it down to try and like...
Well, imagine the unicorn itself is going to be a problem.
So we came back to the Zapper for...
Doc was going to get unicorn for Chef.
And that would free the DAO?
Free, yes.
Would it just...
Free is relative word.
It would just unbind them, maybe.
That's what we had to go see Ruth about.
So do we go up and double check with Ruth? Like...
It is long way to go. Doc is here now.
I don't know what we're doing.
Well, using how to pick fights, I guess.
So, Chef, you decide. Like, are we killing the unicorn for you to eat? Like,
What?
I don't know. Or should we go to the witch?
I thought we had to go to it because you have to release the unicorn.
Okay.
And the Witch will know how to do that. We don't know how to do that apart from destroy the tower. And
So just based off last time with the Arcana check at the base of the tower, it was we could destroy the tower to free the unicorn, correct?
Correct. And the only
Oh.
thing stopping you destroying the tower is the Tao.
Doc can free unicorn.
The Eternal Tao? Sorry, I'm curious as to because when I hear Tao, I'm like, I don't think you're talking about the particular sort of like philosophical thing. I'm like, is it a monster? Like, what is it?
Give me a second.
look at the genie looking thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like an elemental, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh no, fuck! Wonderful, love it. The Tao.
And picking fights with magical things. Well, it has varying degrees of success.
Doc was sent here to find Pitfiend. Tao is small fry.
Oh heck, I think it actually. Sorry, it's just like a little bit out of character thing. I looked up the Tao that I was sort of referring to is actually also pronounced the Tao and spelt like that thing. So I've got a feeling that they're actually related, which is super neat. Love that. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, so are we getting someone make a decision that's not me?
Once you
Yeah.
make decision, please wake Doc up. And Doc will
What?
go back to sleep.
Last time Snack made a decision, she ended up a pot plant. So
Yeah. Well, it was a bit of a shit decision, really, wasn't it?
if you're going to see the witch, we're going to the Standing Stones to do that line of stuff.
Yeah. Or you could just burn it.
Burn what?
Well, that. I kind of think that's what Doc wanted, wasn't it? It's definitely what he's arguing for. I'm sure Doc really wants you to just, like, get it. And you wouldn't want to disappoint Doc now, would you?
true.
Bit of minor mayhem. What could go wrong?
A lot. Could end up in service of a pit fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been holding the shield long enough that you found that you've attuned to it.
Okay.
So apart from the fact it's a +2 shield that you can't use anyway, and it gives you resistance to fire, you also can sense that you have the ability to not only cast fireball but wall of fire.
Nice.
Yikes.
Is there a limit to how often?
But not Ring of Fire though. That's reserved for Johnny Cash.
That's reserved for cash. You got 3 charges. A fireball is 1. A wall of fire is 2.
Okay.
And this sort of knowledge is kind of just given to you as he's talking about burning it. You realise that you have the ability to do that.
You're right. Burning it would be a great idea.
I'm down for whatever. I just don't want to decide. So, Chef, this one's on you.
Art reflects life.
Yeah. Are we going to free the unicorn by destroying the tower and getting the attention of the Tao, or going to the witch? I think were the options.
You know I can hear you, right? Says the Tao holding a hammer.
And you look fabulous, darling. Is that Costici's hammer?
No, it's mine.
Was it ever Costici's?
No, but why don't you come and have a closer look and I can show you it real close.
Oh, would you? That'd be
Yeah.
fantastic. She starts
for
walking
sure.
and
And you can see she's pulling it back to
I cast Mage Hand and then pull her scruff back.
You kind of feel yourself yanked back.
whoa.
Then
And-
roll my eyes and go back to being nonverbal.
And then it twigs that it's in an attack pose.
Mhm.
Is there a visible boundary of where the Dow can get
No.
to?
It
Not
flows
at all.
eternal to the left and to the right.
You've seen it coming out of the ground, so you don't know how far away it can move from the zapper.
Okay.
But it hasn't actually moved any closer to you.
You could show it to me from there.
Yeah, good.
I sort of
Um,
look at the Dow
But I
thing.
still
Is
kind
the
of hope.
implication you have to kill it? Do we have to kill this thing? I sort of say, pointing at the thing.
No, you don't. You just have to go and find out how to break my deal with Bell, he says. And then I'll happily leave. Or you can pick a fight, because to be honest, you're starting to piss me off with all this talk about things.
you would not believe how often we hear that.
Oh. It's almost like it's offensive.
Well, of course, things would think that.
What do we get if we help the Dow? Is it just access to the unicorn and the bug zapper down?
Okay, the Dow starts. You can see the Dow. She seems to be sort of moving in a circle and starting to chant.
Uh-oh. Snack's about to get pocked on. He's gonna look at Chef and be like, what do we do?
Had only I saved one of my spell slot level ones, I could have cast Comprehend Languages so we could see what she was chanting.
What language is she using?
You don't know.
Oh, if only we could comprehend it.
Indeed.
Because I'm not close enough? No, scooch closer?
No, because you don't know. It looks remarkably like a spell. Or it feels like she's casting a spell.
Okay,
But it's already been around, or maybe even two now.
oh
But she's
shit.
just continuing to just, do shit.
What do we do?
Oh, she's absolutely going to kill all of us, isn't she? We're dead now. We're so close to dead. I prime my greater invisibility spell.
Hang on. I have a thing. I think I have a thing. I am going to cast command. And I would like to
Bold.
ask it to cooperate. Is that doable?
Cooperate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can cast that.
Is it a turn timer?
No, it's
Is it-
it's a little egg timer.
Oh, it's a timer to doom. I see. It's a
Yeah.
doom clock.
That's a action, do something, or you're messed up. Yeah, command.
Hang on. It is a wisdom save, is it? I think it's a wisdom save. What's your DC?
15. And does luck affect them?
Okay. You cast a spell. It actually doesn't. You ask it to cooperate. So it's sort of continuing to do what it's doing. It's not being interrupted. So, but you haven't asked it. So it feels like the spell has worked, and it feels like it's cooperating, but it doesn't really, you're not trying to do something together, so it's really got nothing to cooperate with.
Mm.
Oh.
It's like ChatGPT all over again.
Yeah, well, Snack thinks she's just solved this problem. We're all friends now. So, who do we need to see to break the deal with Belle?
Well,
Belle.
I told you, Red Roof.
Red Ruth. Okay. And she's
And she carries on casting.
and she's that way.
Yeah.
Okay. We should go. She looks cranky.
yes, we should go.
Doc's asleep, isn't he?
Mhm.
And everyone's in the car. The war
At this
machine.
point, he'll be lying down in the machine, probably getting annoyed that everyone's talking so much while he's trying to go to sleep.
Oh no. Okay, so let's drive towards Red Roof.
Okay, so you get back in the car.
Yep.
Let's
All right. So as you get back in the car and you mount up, you turn behind you, and you can see that Dal seems to finish casting what she was doing, and from the ground next to her, a large chunk of earth kind of rises up and forms into this this shape, this elemental shape, and you realise that she has just summoned an elemental. You've seen them before.
lovely.
Because you use
Sarah
one.
phrases his staff. Give me one reason I don't cast mass invisibility right now. Or greater invisibility right now and abandon you all. What the fuck is this? Sorry, what the heck is this?
We need to go. Chef, we need to go.
Yep, driving away.
That's got like 100 and something odd health.
Yeah, no, you sort of you put your foot down and you start driving away, and as you do, you suddenly all get this feeling of dread come
No.
over you.
Oh, it's
So
already there, Daft.
It doesn't feel like it's coming from the Tao. It's something else is just kind of going on.
I look
Cole.
over at Chef. Why are we still carrying around that shield? It's an evil shield. Why the evil shield? Evil golems, evil shields, evil Tao.
How else would it get around?
We can't get rid of it. It's with us.
No,
Well-
fair.
Our companion can't get rid of it.
That
It's
was
a
Lulu's shield.
story. No.
No.
Zircon.
Understood. I
well-
won't cry. It's just there's a lot of dread going around, guys. A lot of dread.
As the chef,
To be
as
fair-
you're driving ahead of you, you can see
Zircon's
something
shield.
you haven't seen before. There's dark clouds start kind of boiling out of the horizon.
This can only end well.
Is it a kraken?
Like rain clouds?
Well, they would sort of look like rain clouds, but it's just like really dark. So where it's kind of like been like this red ambient sky, as you watch these clouds seem to be coming incredibly fast. It's almost like a shimmering wall is heading towards you.
Like big storm that we saw before?
Different, but yeah, like a storm.
Do we try and seek shelter, or we think it should be okay?
I mean, last time we tried to seek shelter from a storm, it ended up being a mimic. a
Tempted.
mimic cave, so maybe we just keep driving and try to
Surely the
get
war
somewhere.
machine is secure. 'Tis but a cloud of gas. Nothing but black smoke.
Well,
Realistically, our vehicle makes more black smoke than that. I say carry on into the breach.
Okay. The breach is rapidly heading towards you.
Let's go.
How convenient.
Mm.
What
Okay,
do you
so you just continue driving?
What are you gonna do, Chef?
well, is there any like large rocks or anything that look like we could take shelter near them?
I mean, you can certainly park behind a large rock to just in case this is like a big storm of wind coming towards you.
Does it-
It looks, however, it looks, you know, really weird and really quite threatening, and you've got this whole sense of wrongness just kind of comes over you. And as you're watching, this thing is now almost upon you, as you sort of hear this this kind of almost like a loud roaring, as suddenly the front of this this storm front hits you, and instantly you are cold as it passes. The ground around you, the fires, everything goes out, and hell freezes over.
Oh no.
I immediately cast Create Bonfire.
It goes out,
Damn it!
Worth a shot.
and that is where we're going to leave it tonight.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, love it.
We did
Got
this.
chilly.
Uh-oh.
We did this.
I mean, theoretically, if we just unplug the river sticks, it'll undo it. So
Well, it could be there was a chain of events. I mean, there was a thing that was kept captive down the bottom of that road, right? And it presumably was kept in check by the water from the river Styx. But getting rid of that, that changes the conditions of the captivity, I imagine. Cool.
uh-oh. Scared yo.
Always
Um,
so hubris with how we fuck with shit.
Indeed. Snack, you have heard the one thing that does come to mind. You remember stories and tales that you've heard before, and just a thought suddenly pops into your head. These three words that somehow just give you chills. The ring of winter.
No. Fuck. Oh
Is that
god.
when someone comes and gets those fucking aerosol cans and sprays it directly on your arm?
Yeah, I like that.
Are you serious? I'm never getting
Huh?
away from this bloody ring.
All right, and yeah, that'll do for tonight. Thanks, guys, for playing. Welcome. Oxley, hope you had a good time.
Ox-
I did.
Played,
I-
ox.
fun. And I'll
Thank
see
you.
you guys all next week when I'm gonna go.
Yes.
Wonderful. That was fun.
Thank you to everyone who hung out with us tonight and watched. Hope you have a wonderful day, week, day, night, wherever it is you're from. And we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.